The potential best coding model in the world just dropped. That's right, just 20 minutes ago, Anthropic released Claude Opus 4.8. They brand it as sharper judgment, more honesty about its own progress, and the ability to work independently for longer than its predecessors. In this video, we'll cover everything new in Opus 4.8, the new features in Claude Code, and what this means for other upcoming models like GPT 5.6, and Anthropic's Mythos, which its internal employees allegedly have access to. I'm Matt Kuda. Let's dive in. So there is no coding blog post. There's just this tweet thread right now. But of course, the thing all these companies like to show off is the coding benchmarks. We can see Opus 4.8 trumping 4.7 and even doing GPT 5.5 and Gemini 3.1 a lot better. But honestly, these benchmarks don't mean much to me these days. Always the new models are at the top of these benchmarks. Just depends how the releasing company frames them. An independent bench I've been following has been DeepSui. This has been getting a lot of hype recently. And these benchmarks kind of accurately reflect which models are doing best. Obviously, this model's been out for less than an hour, so I don't expect it to be on here, but something to watch as this model gets tested. Now, also fast mode is available for Opus 4.8. They say it's roughly 2.5 times faster speed, and we made it 3 times cheaper than before. Note that Codex has fast mode, which makes it 1.5 times faster, and this is included in your Codex subscription. Just burns more token usage. Note that with Claude, you have to actually pay individually outside of your subscription plan for these types of fast requests. So probably something I won't be doing. I don't mind waiting around for these types of requests, though it is interesting. It's 2.5 times faster and 3 times cheaper. They link to this waitlist right here. So if that's something you're interested in, or you somehow have an infinite money glitch, get on this waitlist today. They also say in Claude Code that Opus 4.8 makes calls like an experienced engineer without needing constant check-ins. Honestly, every release they say this. It says, Opus 4.6 can do tasks better on their own, 4.7, and now we see the same thing with 4.8. Granted, I have noticed incremental improvements with these models, of course, so I will take their word for this, just it will take some days, weeks of testing to see actually how the stays track on long tasks. I, for one, have been using the /goal command in Claude Code to have the agents work until the condition I set is satisfied with great success. I have a whole video on that. Go check it out on my channel. When I restarted my Claude Code, 4.8 wasn't immediately available, so I just ran Claude update. And the next time I spun up Claude, I saw Opus 4.8 as my default model. You can double check it here with the /model command. Note that Sonnet is still in 4.6. People thought that Sonnet 4.7 was the announcement today. I, like many others, are pleased it's actually 4.8, as that is my daily rider for agentic coding. Other than the model, the most prominent new thing in Claude Code is this new Ultra Code effort mode you can get here by the /effort. Now, this is part of Claude Code's new dynamic workflows in action. They summarize this as, for the hardest tasks, Claude makes a plan, runs hundreds of parallel subagents, a swarm, and verifies its work before reporting back. Now, you can kick off this feature by specifically asking it, create a workflow, or using this Ultra Code setting that I just previewed. They recommend a wide variety of use cases. One is code-based wide bug hunts and security audits. So let's say you've been iteratively building a feature, whether a customer-facing or internal tool. You're ready to release it. You might do your own bug hunt and audit, but having a dynamic workflow do it with 100 subagents will catch many things you might not catch on your own, or large migration efforts and modernization patterns. I know at my work, we did a upgrade from .NET 8 to .NET 10. Using this dynamic workflow would easily help with that, or just any critical work you want checked twice, whether important client work or just a massive feature you want checked and worked on. I do like that Anthropic adds these new features to Claude Code. However, most of them are just more token burning machines. I don't find myself deviating too much away from the basics of just prompt an agent, get a work done. I did cover my best 25 Claude Code tips in a recent video. Go check those out, where I cover a team of subagents, the goal command, but 99% of the time, it's just me straight prompting to the terminal. Now, Opus 4.8 is great, but where is Mythos? Well, I just found the actual release article for this Opus 4.8. And at the bottom, they snuck this in there. We're making swift progress on developing these safeguards and expect to be able to bring Mythos-class models to all customers in the coming weeks. Notice they say Mythos-class and not Mythos itself. I know internal Anthropic employees have been having access to Mythos over the last few weeks and are shipping with that. Makes sense there. I'm certainly eager to get my hands on it. And as Project Glasswing goes on to patch major security bugs across a ton of software in the industry. And these AI companies love stealing each other's hype. It'll be interesting to see if OpenAI releases GPT 5.6 for Codex in the coming days. I know Codex has been getting a lot of hype recently. This 4.8 Opus release might swing it back into the Claude Code direction. That'll do it for today's video. Have you used Opus 4.8? Let me know in the comments below. If you learned anything, you're obligated to like this video and subscribe for the latest on AI news, workflows, and updates on my personal projects. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.